Hey everyone, it's Hot Alpha Female, and I know it has been such a long time. I'm actually have had a busy couple of months, and I'm actually not in my hometown at the moment. I'm in Melbourne, or Melbourne, as you guys like to call it. Loving Melbourne. It's just such a beautiful city. And while I was here, I thought, what better time than to reconnect with you guys. I wanted to create this video for you, and I think it's quite an appropriate topic, and it's going to be a little bit about mindset and how you could potentially dramatically increase the success that you have with your interactions with women and with your overall confidence when it comes to your life, your relationships, even your career, if you could process a way in which being wrong served you. Now, I don't mean like a really bad experience, but what about like an experience where you thought a particular way about something and then you did something that was perhaps the complete opposite to that, or someone else did something in that situation that was the complete opposite of that, and it changed your perception of what you thought was a reality for you. So let me break it down for you so that it's not so fluffy and kind of confusing. There are 3 ways in which identifying where you're wrong can actually increase your personal growth and your success. So the first is, I want you guys to identify a particular limiting belief or challenge or thought that you have about women. Okay, once you have this thought in your mind, I want you to like write it out on a piece of paper so you know what it is. And it could be something like, women wouldn't be interested in me, or all women are really snobby, or all women have boyfriends. This thought, this is something that you find yourself thinking constantly. It's almost like a broken tape. Every time you encounter a situation, this thought pops up into your mind. The second thing that you need to do once you've identified this thought is every time you are out and about, you need to pay attention. And what I mean by paying attention is to just notice when it is that that thought occurs to you. So what triggers that thought? All right, because awareness, like I'm always talking about, is one of the keys to unlocking your fears. You can't fix something if you don't know what's broken. So awareness is that key that allows you to find out where your starting point is so that you can go, okay, well, I'm here now. I'm at point A and I want to be at point D. And now this is the step-by-step process by which to get there. Now the third step is every time you start seeing this thought pop up, you make the conscious decision to first pause, okay, so that you're not in automatic reaction to that thought, and then to consciously make the decision to do the very opposite of that thought. Another thing that you can do to get you on this pathway is to ask yourself this question: what if I'm wrong? What if what I think is real isn't actually true? Let me make it easy for you guys and give you a little example. Let's say you have the belief that all women are snobs and bitches. Okay, you just run around, every time you see a pretty woman, you're like, oh, she's pretty, I like her. And then the thought comes across in your head and you're like, she must be a bitch. She must be a snob. She looks like she's totally just gonna like reject me if I walk up to her. And because you have this thought, you don't approach her because you have this thought and you think, this is totally a reality. I mean, this is the truth. This is the truth. Therefore, why would I want to subject myself to rejection if this girl is going to be a complete snob or a complete bitch to me? That way, when you don't take action and you don't approach her, you automatically reinforce that particular belief. Now let's see if we do it the other way. Same situation, you see a woman, you like her, you think she's pretty, you think about approaching her or talking to her, and the thought comes across your mind: women are all snobs and bitches. Now when this happens, you pause, okay? And in that pausing, it's like a state changer, because it stops you from having that automatic reaction. It just slows it down a bit. And then You think to yourself, isn't that interesting? I just had that thought. And then you ask yourself, what if I'm wrong? Okay, so whatever your belief is, in this case, women are all snobs and bitches, and then the thought is, what if I'm wrong? What if that's not true? And when that happens, you have this sense of curiosity. You have an opening in, you have a tiny crack in a solid brick wall. And that solid brick wall are your fears. That solid brick wall are the challenges and the limiting beliefs that you have. And by questioning yourself, by taking a pause, by becoming aware of what's going on, you kind of stop that. You stop that wall from being reinforced. So say you do this, and that gives you the confidence, or at least the curiosity, to just go up and see, what if I'm wrong? I have nothing to lose if I go up to her and she just reinforces my belief. And I have everything to gain if she shows me a new perspective or a new way to relate. And you know what? 90% of the time, she's going to respond in a way that is a lot nicer, that is a lot less snobbier than you expected in your mind. And when that happens, that's when you can start to have a new experience which starts to dissolve this old, reinforced, limiting belief. And that is the power of asking yourself the question, what if I'm wrong? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I promise not to leave it this long again until my next video. I will probably be coming out with one in the next week or two. So keep a lookout. I miss you guys, so please comment, let me know how you're doing, and I would love to know what's been going on, and hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you really soon.